"I think we may be the new Burton and Taylor," what Angelina told friends as it's revealed she and Brad Pitt are consciously recoupling after intense rehab and spiritual counseling. Two blacked-out limousines swished to a halt outside a modest three-bedroom house on the flats of Beverly Hills. Paint peeling from the walls, rubbish bins left outside on the street. It is the last place on Earth you'd expect to see two of the biggest stars on the planet. From one car emerges Angelina Jolie, her face devoid of makeup, long hair pulled back into a severe ponytail. Moments later, her estranged husband Brad Pitt steps out of the second vehicle and hurries quickly up the tarmac drive. It was then, just 7 weeks ago, that Brangelina, as the world has come to know Hollywood's the most famous couple, stood face to face for the first time in 10 months. Brad took the first step forward, says the couple's biographer Ian Halperin. Then they collapsed into each other's arms. The stars, safely away from prying eyes at the home of a friend, then went inside for an emotional heart-to-heart that put aside the months of acrimony and mudslinging that destroyed the fairy-tale image of the couple who fell passionately in love on the set of the 2005 film Mr. and Mrs. Smith. There were a lot of tears, Halperin adds. Nothing was left on the table. They had it out, right there and then in this very modest house. In that moment they decided to make a fresh start. It was a come-to-Jesus meeting that marked the beginning of a new phase in their relationship. When the couple split last September amid toxic allegations of drink, drugs and a mid-air altercation between Pitt and their teenage son Maddox which resulted in brief investigations by the FBI and social services, the rift in their relationship seemed as final as it was sudden. But the tough love meeting arranged by the couple's divorce negotiator gave them a chance to talk in the presence of a referee who helped them cut through the acrimony and recrimination. Their conclusion was that, like latter-day Liz Taylor and Richard Burton, they still loved each other and wanted to try again. Today, the Mail on Sunday can reveal that they are, in fact, working to consciously recouple and have undergone intensive rehab and spiritual counseling sessions in an effort to start anew. Together with their 6 children, 3 biological and 3 adopted, Brangelina have long been considered the most passionate and lucrative show business couple since Burton and Taylor, whose tempestuous relationship famously resulted in 2 marriages and 2 divorces in the 1960s and 1970s. Indeed, there are remarkable parallels. When the Brangelina marriage imploded spectacularly a year ago, few thought it could recover. Angie was very angry about the incident on the private plane between Brad and Maddox, says Halperin, whose new documentary, Broken, The Incredible Story of Brangelina, will be broadcast in the UK later this year. She threw everything she had at him. It was toxic. I've spoken to many people around them, friends and family, and no one could see how they could possibly recover. But both of them realize they are happier together than apart. Once they cleared the air between them, things started to improve. Today, they are both feeling very positive. Angelina sees them as very much the new Burton and Taylor. They can't live together but they can live apart. She has worked hard on herself since the plane incident, and so has Brad. They are still in love with each other,